Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. This is Amin with Sarah Masters, developing the Muslim mindset for success. This week, I'm not giving you anywhere to hide. This week, I'm showing you exactly where to go to gain Islamic knowledge if you don't have access to a teacher yourself. Okay, first place you should be going is your local masjid, local center, local university, whatever is available to you, to go and learn in person with the teacher there to explain fully, to ask questions, to correct you, to teach you, to discipline you, all of that stuff. If not, second best situation is that there are these structured online series, courses, whatever you want to call it, explanations of books that you have access to for free. And that's what I'm going to give you. Nowhere to hide this week. I'm going to tell you exactly where to go so you could put in that minimum 1 hour per week where you're learning this stuff. And you know, I don't need to spend time going into the details and the reasons why it's so important. Most of the time when I'm thinking, what should I make a video about? It comes down to the majority of Muslims, they're not aware of how Muslims should think. You know, we're all about the Muslim mindset, but most of the time you just need to get the basic foundations of Islam, the Islamic tarbiyah, and you're going to have the Muslim mindset. But you know, lil asaf, this is not always the case. So I'm giving you exactly where to go this week, inshallah. So let's kick it off. Okay, so the first place, we're going to start with Aqeedah, with your beliefs, with your creed of Islam. What do you believe about Allah? Obviously, this is where many people, many other religions, they went wrong. You know, they say we believe in God, but what they believe about their creator is incorrect. Okay, so the first place I would direct you to is Ustad Alamgir Ali. Okay, he's based in London. He has a series explaining the names and attributes of Allah. You know, it's very important to know about your Lord, to know about why He's deserving of your worship, why He is deserving of your gratitude and praise. Okay, so without any going into further details, that is where you need to go to learn about that, to get the basic, the names and attributes of Allah. What do we believe about it? And, you know, what is Allah all about? You know, kind of, what is the attributes of Allah? Okay, so that's the first thing. The second series is, and by the way, I'll link all of these in the description. The second is, I could point you to Al-Aqidah Al-Raziyain. I believe this is what it's called. It's a book by Imam Al-Razi, I think, and it's explained by Ustad or Sheikh Navid Aziz. You know, always smiling guy. Again, he's done an explanation of this, and you know, you might find this irrelevant because a lot of the explanations are about groups of the past and sects of the past who went astray and who believed the wrong things about Allah, and you know, some of them left Islam because of that. Okay, and it's important to learn about the mistakes of the people of the past so you don't fall into these today, because people, you can still fall into it. It's good to learn from the mistakes of people in the past. So that is a good creed book to go through. It's a good series to go through with Imam Navid Aziz. Then we've got just kind of hadith, or you could say general tarbiyah, development of your character and your personality through learning about what the Prophet ﷺ gave us, basically. And the first place I would tell you to go to is the explanation of Al-Kaba'ir. Al-Kaba'ir is a book of the major sins in Islam. And why might you want to learn those? Well, obviously to keep away from them, but obviously the gems really here are in the explanation and in the commentary of these hadith about the major sins. You know, anything you pick up there will be valuable to you. It's not just about listing major sins, it's the explanation is where the benefit is. Not to mention that if you know something is a major sin, you know that the opposite and keeping far away from that thing is going to be good, so it'll allow you to be better and better, inshallah. And that is explained by Ustad Mufti, or Muhammad ibn Munir. Okay, very, very good teacher, hadith disciple. We did an interview with him. Secondly, again, a hadith book, Riyadh Salihin, is explained by the same Ustad Mufti. Again, he's just started it, but you know, he's cranking out many episodes regularly. Again, it's a book of hadith. It's going to change your mindset. It's going to teach you about how you should be as a Muslim, your character, what you should avoid, what you should do, and how to be the best person, really. So again, I'll put the link in the description. Thirdly, another book of hadith, Imam al-Nawawi's 40 hadith, and this is explained by Sheikh Navid Aziz again. So again, it's a very, very good book. I'm waiting for Mufti to also explain that one. But this explanation is very good as well. And you know, they say about these hadith that if you understand them, then you understand the essence of Islam and what Islam is all about. And basically the mindset of a Muslim, how should a Muslim think? So again, I'll point you in that direction. Sheikh Navid Aziz commentary on the 40 hadith of Imam al-Nawawi. Finally, we could point you to Sirah, the life of the Prophet ﷺ. There is a good series by Ustad Abdel Nasser Jangda. Abdel Nasser Jangda, you know, he's from Texas. Yeah, he's got very good explanation. It's very long, it's very detailed, and I believe it will touch you. And he's very good at communicating. He's very good at expressing the emotions in the moment at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So definitely check that one out. It's going to be a journey for you. It's not going to be something you're going to bang out. And by the way, none of these series should you be aiming to just bang out and say, I finished it. Oh, I studied this book with this sheikh. Oh, he explained this. Oh, I learned this. Oh, I know the major sins. Yeah, but did it change your life? That's what it's all about. It's not about finishing. It's about being on the journey constantly. Okay? And that's why, you know, these series I'm mentioning is just the beginning. It's just a few places you can go, so you have nowhere to hide, right? So you know exactly where you should be going, at least to begin with. Then you can extend out. So yeah, this series by Sheikh Abdel Nasser Jangda, it's a very good one. It's very lengthy, but it's very, very good. So I think I'll leave it here for now. You know, these are some series. There are other series, some of which I don't want to mention, although they are very good. And you know, as you finish these, and it could take you a while to finish these, you know, you could take notes, or you could just listen first and then take notes the second time. And you should always aim to study these books, these foundational books, Aqidah books or Hadith books, with multiple teachers. Now, because each teacher will approach it from a different angle, you know, from a spiritual angle, from a political angle, from a sociological angle, from a psychological angle, from a fiqh angle, from a, you know, I don't know, very kind of modern day angle, from a, I don't know, old school angle, okay? Many ways to approach, and that's why you need to study with multiple teachers to give you multiple perspectives. Those people who are extreme and who are try to narrow Islam down to just a few scholars that you can refer to, those people usually, they're scared and they're paranoid and they lack confidence in their own understanding, and that's why they will not study with anyone other than, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, just 4 people in the whole world that they would ever listen to. No, you have to, obviously within you know, certain, you know, within certain boundaries, you should expand who you listen to. Because if you only listen to one person, how do you know when he's making a mistake? He's making a mistake. Yes, everyone will make mistakes, no doubt. And the only way that you, as someone who's still a beginner, can know that is if you listen to others, you know. In fact, there's one series that I'm tempted to recommend, but I will not. And it's very, very good. And it might be one of the most beneficial ones for you. But there are some mistakes in there. And how did I know those mistakes? It's because those other teachers I learned from who disagreed. They all had one opinion on something, and this one teacher had another opinion. Not to mention he wasn't really specialized in that topic. And because of I saw everyone saying this and he's alone saying that, that's what made me think I'm not really comfortable recommending him, you know. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't listen to a broad spectrum of people, you know. So look in the description, okay? Look below, pick one, and, you know, put a timetable, put a specific time every week where you will go through this. Decide where you will do it, how you will do it. Will you take notes? Will you not take notes? And then just hold yourself accountable, you know. And one key way to hold yourself accountable is to have, like I said, a specific day every week, a specific time every week, a specific place every week where you will go and do it. then if those things don't align, you don't do it that day, that time, etc., you know you've messed up. You know, that's a way to hold yourself accountable. So without going any further, these are some of the series that I recommend. No doubt there are many more. No doubt in Arabic there are plenty, but this channel is mostly for people who understand English only. And you could check out my video about learning Arabic that I did a few weeks ago. Thanks for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.